Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a new episode of today's Youth. And today we will be meeting with Noura Mashhour. She's a graduate of political science, Cairo University, and she has a vast experience also in management. She will tell us more about her experience in attending youth conferences, and she's also a graduate of the political leadership program. She will tell us more about her experience. Thank you very much for joining us, Noura.
Thanks for having me. First, I would like to thank you for your introduction, and good afternoon for you and for all viewers. Thank you.
Right. Noura, you studied political science and economics and with a major in political science. But then you pursued your postgraduate studies in management and business, and you're currently preparing for, you finished your master's degree and you're currently working on your doctorate degree in management. Yeah. Tell me, why did you choose at the beginning political science, then you made this shift and you decided to study business and management?
Okay, first I graduated from Faculty of Economics and Political Science, as you mentioned, Cairo University. The major was political science, but the minor was public administration. So during my study, I found my passion in management and public administration, and I find my passion in the field of how to manage human capital, how to develop human capital. So I decided to complete my studies in this career. So later I obtained my HR diploma from AEC. Then afterwards I obtained my master's degree also in HR field, and now I finished my DBA degree in also business administration field, and currently I'm a freelancer instructor for MBA students in Arab Academy. So as I mentioned, I found my passion in how to deal with people and how to develop people and how to plan and set initiatives and participate in planning and implement strategic initiatives in how to develop and enhance people's skills and capabilities.
Right. Well, Noura, tell me, also you have an experience in the oil and gas industry, and you worked in the field of management in oil and gas. Tell me more about this experience and how did you benefit of this experience?
I have 12 years experience in oil and gas sector in HR field specific. And I was very, very lucky to I have been selected by Ministry of Petroleum in a very huge project, which is oil and gas sector modernization program, which led by His Excellency Ministry Engineer Tarek Al Mulla. I participate in planning and implementing many strategic initiatives, all of them related to human capitals, such as leadership development and succession planning, to have a pool of candidates to make them ready to occupy leadership positions in Petroleum Ministry. Also, I participate in culture change program, which was a very huge program. This program aimed to change the culture for all employees in the sector, especially the safety culture of the employees in the sector. And also I participate in transformation project, which also a very huge project, which aimed to help the joint venture companies to transform and enhance and develop their performance in aspect of corporate governance, culture change, talent management. So I was very lucky to join this program.
Yes. Well, Noura, you're a multitasking young lady. You studied, at Cairo University, then you pursued your master's degree. Now you're working on your doctorate degree. At the same time, you're working, you have a permanent job, and you attended several other courses, among which is the Presidential Leadership Program, which is a very significant program program. Tell me more about this program, its significance. How did you benefit from this program?
It's a turning point in my life. The presidential leadership program is a great experience in my life, from career life and my personal life. I have been selected after a very challenging competition between more than 70,000 applicants, and the target was only 500 applicants, so I was very lucky to be selected. The program for sure enhanced my skills and reach my knowledge in many topics, yes, and also aspects like social science, political science, economics, national strategic national security. So it's very, very great experience. It gave me the opportunity to exchange knowledge and exchange views with another applicant with different ideologies, with different backgrounds, and gave me the opportunities to meet very professional instructions in many fields. So it's a turning point, really a turning point in my life.
Yes, you said that the competition through which you were selected, 70,000 applicants applied to this competition, and then you were one of the 500 who were chosen. Tell me more about this competition for youth who would like to apply.
The registration steps was very easy through the presidential leadership website. First stage, submit your application. Second step, as a placement test, English placement test and Arabic placement test. If you pass the two stages, the final stage is a panel interview with many public figures in all fields: political field, economic field, social fields. And it's very, very transparent process and very fair process to select the high potential youth.
Yeah, how significant is this program to Egyptian youth, in your opinion?
Very important. The president, His Excellency President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, cares about the youth file, and he put all his attention to this file, and the program target to develop and explore the high potential of youth to occupy leadership positions in many fields, and obtain them many skills and enrich their knowledge in many fields.
Mm-hmm. Right. Noura, you definitely face a lot of obstacles through your work, your career, through your studies. How do you deal with problems and obstacles, and how do you overcome them?
For sure, there is many obstacles, and balancing between all those measures is not a very easy task. That required a fully support from your family. It's a good opportunity to thank them, and fully commitment and fully enthusiasm to be able to complete this long journey. Mm-hmm. It's not an easy journey. It's I can't say it's a tough journey, but it's a hard journey. Need many efforts, many support from your managers, your family, your friends. So it's not an easy journey.
Who was your greatest supporter in life during your school years, university years, your studies at work?
For sure, my mom. It's my backbone and support system. She always encouraged me and support me, and tell me, continue, you will reach, you will achieve
the
your
mom.
goal.
Usually, it's the mom.
She is my backbone.
Yeah. Well, what would you like to tell youth about persistence to reach one's goals?
Never give up, and always have follow your passion, and always have enthusiasm and commitment, and exert all your efforts to reach your goals and your dreams. Never give up.
Sure. Noura attended the last International Youth Forum in 2022 or the end of 2021. Tell me more about this opportunity, this forum. How would you see the significance of gathering youth together from different countries, from around the world in one place to exchange their knowledge and their experience?
Before I talk about the last World Youth Forum, I want to mention that the World Youth Forum, it was an initiative from the youth, from presidential leadership, and it was an idea from the youth, and the simple idea became a very huge forum. There is many youth from all over the world come to Egypt and exchange their ideas and their views, and put many recommendations in many topics. The last World Youth Forum, we faced a very big challenge to hold this forum under a pressure of Corona crisis and circumstances. So I was very lucky to be selected in the organizing team to implement and in planning and implement this huge event, and we are very lucky to achieve it. And
it was a great success, of course.
Yeah.
Right, Noura, just allow me to go to this short break and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Welcome back. I'm still with my guest, Noura Mashhour. Noura, we were talking about youth conferences and their significance and their impact on youth. Tell me, how do you see the importance of these conferences in developing youth here in Egypt?
The conference is a very good opportunity for all the Egyptian youth to exchange their views and put their recommendations, and met public figures in many different fields, and gives them the opportunity to discuss with many ministers and many public figures, as I mentioned, and deliver their ideas and initiatives and messages to the top management and top leaders. Yeah.
Also, some youth get engaged themselves in Decent Life Initiative.
Yeah.
Tell me more about this
Decent Life Initiative, like a World Youth Forum. It was an idea from the applicant of presidential leadership program. It was just an idea, and a simple idea achieved and turned to and become a very strategic initiative that target over than 60% of Egyptian population and targets the poorest village in Egypt and focus in the poor file and how to enhance the poorest village in Egypt and how to enhance the life and the quality of life for those people and how to develop the infrastructure and develop the education system and healthcare system. And for sure, the youth from the presidential leadership program participate in not only planning the program and initiative in Decent Life program, but also participate in implementing implementing many strategies and many plans related to Decent Life initiative.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very, very huge national project, and it's a very good opportunity for all of us to share and participate in it.
Right. Since you're working in development, in management, and you're working on your doctorate degree in management, tell me, how can we develop youth skills to be able to cope with the market requirements?
Nowadays, the required competences, skills, knowledge, and attitudes totally different than before. There is a new competences and new skills and new knowledge required to can cope with a dramatic change in the market and external environment, like digital transformation, artificial intelligence. All those fields and all those skills are required to gain from youth to can cope with the dramatic change in the market and to have a competitive advantage to can cope and survive in this competition.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, the Egyptian leadership is giving great attention to the youth here in Egypt during recent years. Now, how do you see the role of youth towards their countries? The role of youth themselves towards their countries.
The role of youth, they should to, as I mentioned, follow their passion and develop themselves and focus on self-learning and focus to catch the opportunity. We nowadays we are in a golden era.
Mm-hmm.
As I mentioned, His Excellency President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi fully focused on youth file and very caring to discover and develop high potential youth to occupy many positions, leadership positions in many areas. So it's a very, very good opportunity to all the Egyptian youth to follow their dreams and follow their passion and study and self-learning and develop themselves.
Mm-hmm. In your opinion, how can we develop youth skills to be able to cope with market requirements?
First of all, they should know what is their required skills and what is the gap in their skills, and do like a SWOT analysis from themselves to know their strength points and weakness points and the potential opportunities and the threats and the challenges that they face. They should be aware of all of this, and then they should focus on the weakness points and area of improvement and how to develop themselves and how to improve the gaps in their skills.
Mm-hmm. Noura, tell me, what are your short-term and long-term plans?
I always have a short-term and long-term plans. For my short-term plans to, as I mentioned, enhance some skills to can survive and to can complete my successful journey. And for my long-term plan, I seek to have leadership positions, and I have to work on myself and improve myself more.
Well, dear viewers, now we go to a short break and we'll be right back. Welcome back, and we were talking also about development of youth, and your development on the personal level and career level. You're also all the time attending training courses and trying to develop your skills. You also attended a course on national security. Tell me, how did you benefit out of this course?
It was a great training course. The course aimed to enhance and enrich our knowledge about political strategies and the national security, and to be aware about the challenges and obstacles and that really threats our country. So it's a very good opportunity for me to enrich my knowledge in all of these aspects.
Mm-hmm. Yes. You also attended the Egypt's conference that was held recently, and you were a speaker.
Yeah.
Tell me more about this experience.
It's my pleasure to be a speaker in Egypt's 2022. I was a speaker in a session about youth professional, and my session was about leadership skills. Recently, I obtained my advanced leadership certificate from AEC. So my session was about leadership, and I tried to exchange my knowledge with the attendees and deliver to them some of my knowledge about leadership characteristics and effective leadership styles. It was a very interesting session, and it was a great opportunity for me to exchange with people and as I mentioned, deliver my knowledge to them.
Mm-hmm. Tell me, how did your study of HR or human resources help you in all the activities you're working on?
HR science is about how to manage people and how to develop people, and how to begin from planning and how accurate manpower in corporate, and how to select the right person in the right place in the right time, and how to develop the human capital and how to maintain them and how to improve their performance in the organization. So it's a very interesting science, how to deal with people and how to develop and how to discover and explore the high potential people.
Right. I would like you also to tell me about time management. How are you able to manage your time since you're multitasking and working in different places and studying at the same time, and also you have your own personal family life?
Yeah. Balancing between all those measures is the major challenge that every multitasking person will face. that, as I mentioned, balancing between all those measures require time management and require fully support from all your member family and require your enthusiasm and commitment to can balance between all those tasks.
Right. Well, I would like to thank you very much, Dr. Noura Mashhour. You will be a doctor very soon. I mean, you're working on your doctorate degree. Thank you very much for joining us, and all the pleasure having you.
Thank you, thank you.
And dear viewers, that brings us to the end of this edition of Today's Youth. Many thanks for watching, and don't forget to join us next week, same time. Till then, it's goodbye.